problem that does not eliminate the problem. It just helps you survive a little bit more comfortably under the problem. But the problem stays. So you're dealing with the death of a loved one, and you smoke cigarettes or drink alcohol to cope with the loss. Does that eliminate the loss? No. It just helps you cope with the loss. That's what Band-Aids do. They help you cope with white supremacy. They help you cope with your problems, but they don't eliminate your problems. The reason homeschool is a Band-Aid for Dr. Umar, a necessary one, but a Band-Aid nonetheless, because in order for us to properly educate African children, we cannot do it in your home.
True.
Why can we not do it in your home? First of all, learning at a computer is not the same as learning with your peers, okay? Half of all education is socialization. Half of all learning is learning how to get along with other black people. So if you want to socialize black children, and by the way, socialization is done in groups, not individuals. You don't socialize individual children. You socialize groups of African children so they can think the same on some things, so they can behave appropriately on some things. Not to make robots, but to build a collective consciousness. How do you build a collective consciousness amongst 30 kids if they're all learning in 30 different homes? Are you following me? And then some of you say, well, Dr. Umar, give me your curriculum. And so all of us parents can take your curriculum and implement it in our house. And to that I say, hell no. And why do I say hell no? Because the curriculum is only as good as its implementation. Curriculum is a program on paper. That's all it is. Words on a paper. It is a roadmap. It means nothing except that it can be put into action by the instructors of the children. An excellent curriculum in the hands of the worst teacher will yield no results at all. So simply giving my curriculum to 1 million black parents who are trying to do their best and doing their best is not going to reap the reward or the benefit of my instructional design, because the most important aspect of education is supervision of the instruction. I'm a principal, that's what we do. We supervise the instruction. When you're homeschooling your child, there is no one supervising the instruction. And if I have my curriculum in 1 million black homes in America, I cannot supervise what 1 million different black parents are doing. What you choose to teach, what you don't teach, what you omit. And then you come back 6 months later and say, well, I tried Dr. Umar Johnson's curriculum and it ain't working. It ain't working because you ain't working. You understand? So I'm not going to take my curriculum and give it to you so you can sabotage it before I even put it in action. In other words, once we build FDMG and I have my model school, after we build FDMG and I have my model school, then we want to build a virtual school where your child, if they cannot be at the physical school, they can tap in on the computer and not learn from a computer program, but be in my classroom. Are y'all following me? So he can't be there, but he's in the class. They can see him and he can see them. But I will not release a curriculum until I first have my blueprint. Why? Because if you mess up, I can say it's because you did it wrong because it works perfectly at FDMG. But I'm not giving you my curriculum. See, that's what the homeschool haters want me to do. They want me to put the curriculum out so they can go and steal and see what they can use for themselves. See, because they only did a homeschool, they want me to only do a homeschool. That's jealousy. You don't want me to outdo what you're doing, and it's not even a competition. It's just that my ancestors brought me here to do something bigger than what yours brought you here to do. You're here to build a homeschool. You're here to teach 30 kids, and I love you for teaching those 30. They need you. I'm not here to teach 30. I'm here to teach 30 million. Do y'all understand? So you can't put me on your level. I'm not you. I'm not you, and I don't want to be you.
Well, that's it.
And I don't say that to brag. That's just the facts. I'm the only school psychologist in the conscious community. That's just the facts. I'm the only certified principal in the conscious community. That's just the facts. I'm the only doctor of clinical psychology amongst the young people in the conscious community. That's just the facts. So when you hear me speak, you're hearing expertise. you're hearing a certain degree of formal learning, whether it was beneficial or non-beneficial. I'm not one of these people who read 10 books at the local public library and now consider myself a master teacher. Okay? You're dealing with somebody who's credentialed, who knows what he's talking about. I've done 1 million evaluations. I wouldn't dare have a conversation or a debate with somebody who's never done one. I give IQ tests for a living. You've never even seen one, but you want to debate me on it. You don't do special ed evaluations, but you know more about it than me, and you've never even done one. That's because in the conscious community, anybody with a webcam and the internet can be a scholar. Every 5 minutes, you get a new scholar popping up on the internet.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about. Right.
They don't understand and understand the consciousness of what we're trying to do here.
Make sure you tune in.
And that damn Umar Johnson, I'm trying to see him come to my newsfeed. I'm happy to see this brother. I don't know what's so good about him, man. Why I want him all the time? Why he got to get up lectures, man? I got knowledge of self, man. I ain't got to be related to Frederick Douglass or none of that, but Sam. And why is his last name still Johnson? Brother ain't conscious. That's the kind of stuff I got to go through. Amazing. So parents, leave special ed alone. Know how to just say no.